Hi Vineet, what inspired you to explore investment opportunities in the EV space?
So, hi, my name is Vineet Khurana, and I'm the CEO of Startup Accelerator Chamber of Commerce. We do multiple things at multiple intersections of the startup ecosystem. EV specifically is an area of interest for all the investors today, and especially when I look at myself, then I take a keen interest in becoming a user of electric mobility in the times to come, and I've been exploring this sector for last many years. When it comes to why investing in EV, then I think it's more to do with the climate that all of us are worried about, and we believe electric mobility can solve some of the teething issues, not just in terms of the positive impact that it brings to the climate, but also some of the solutions that have never been seen before, right? So some of the traditional industries can also be benefited with the intervention of electric vehicles coming into it. For example, logistics can take advantage of electric mobility, and then the storage or the commutation of goods, the cold storages that can be managed, or the logistics that can be facilitated between different touch points. I think EV is going to be a game changer on that area, on that phase, right? Similarly, when you speak of the passenger vehicle segment, then I think adopting the change is an important part, and the government has been speaking a lot about it, and there is mass adoption happening in almost all the countries all over the world, and I think it is India's turn to become a part of that revolution. Anything new excites people, and I think with the conducive policies that are being introduced by the government, and more sort of EV adoption happening now, this industry is going to get very big. As I say, by 2030, it's going to be a $206 billion. So I guess no investor would want to miss that opportunity by not considering it a part of their investment thesis. Hence, we would love to be a part of the EV revolution happening in the country, and participating in the invest-worthy startups. And yeah, that's what I'm exploring through XTrawrkx right now.
Yeah, thanks. Very appropriately put. So what criteria does SACC consider while evaluating potential investments in startups?
Sure. So when it comes to investing in startups, then I think the first and foremost important thing is the founder fit, right? You want to make sure that you're backing the right founders who are integral, who are honest, and you need to spend time with them. You need to understand their thesis. You need to understand what's their purpose in life to do what they're doing, and you need to understand their why. And I think that opens doors to several conversations or potential opportunities in you working closely with the founders in the times to come. So I think finding a founder fit is the first and foremost thing, followed by, I think, the product market fit, which is where you get to know whether the product which has been developed is the fit for the market or not. And I think that takes its own due course of validation, etc., etc. But then you need to evaluate that journey. You need to find whether the founders have done enough background work in terms of understanding whom they're solving for and what exactly are they chasing, right? And then I think it's to do with the potential market opportunity, right? So how big is the market, right? What's the size of the market? Is it big enough to have room for multiple players or not? Or is it so small that they would hit the ceiling very soon? If that's the case, if the market is very small, then it doesn't really become that venture investment play out. And hence, because you have to justify to your investors and your LPs, you cannot take risk by investing in an opportunity in a startup that doesn't have the room to grow. So I think these are the top three things that I'd put in that order essentially.
Oh, okay. Very well said. Very appropriate.
Right.
Okay. Can you elaborate on the mentorship programs which SSC offers to the entrepreneurs?
Right. So we put ourselves, at multiple intersections of the startup ecosystem. There are three things that we do essentially. First thing first, we support them in their 0 to 1 journeys. which means that there is a grassroots enablement that we do through our incubators. We have 6 incubators at the moment, through which we help them in shaping their ideas and become a part of their journeys by giving them capacity building support, mentorship, free access to the space that we have available with us. And then we help them reach a stage where they are able to find a product market fit.
Okay.
Right? And it's an eventual journey, it's a long journey, takes around 2 to 3 years. Then we help them with the 1 to 10 approach, right? And this 1 to 10 approach is essentially done with the help of the corporate partners
Okay.
that we collaborate with. So we pick thematic areas, we go to the corporates, ask them about their problem statements. Now these problem statements are then given a shape of a program, an acceleration program. So hence, by deciding what kind of startups are going to fit in that problem statement, we go to such startups, with our defined criteria, scout the applications that come to us, and then the chosen ones are taken into our cohort, which are then given the step-by-step mentorship, capacity building sessions, and the potential opportunity to collaborate with the corporates for whom they can actually solve the problems that are given by the corporates themselves, that are brought to the table by the corporates themselves. So that in a way helps them with the rapid go-to-market strategy, right? Where they can integrate their solutions with the corporate, become a part of their product portfolio, or take the help of their extended networks to go to their potential customers and find their go-to-market strategy figured out in an earliest manner. So, and then there is obviously some amount of grant money which is given to them as a part of the acceleration programs that we build. The third thing, which I believe maybe is the easiest thing to do, is giving your money, investing in startups, right? Where you would scout for the ones who would fit in the certain criterias or the thesis that we would have. You look for them, you find the potential investment opportunities, you invest money in them, and then manage that portfolio, right? So these are the 3 things that we do at SACC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice to know, actually. One last question. What initiatives do you plan to implement to further support the EV ecosystem?
So with the evolution that is happening in electric mobility sector, I think there is a lot to be done there on that front, right? So we plan to have some acceleration programs, to roll out in the near future, maybe with the support of Xtrawrkx. So with this potential partnership that we can explore, where we can, again go to the corporates, ask them about the potential problems that can be solved, that can be given a shape of an acceleration program in the times to come. And I think by virtue of the fact, the opportunity that this brings to the table, I think we would be able to build things on top of it, which may lead to further initiatives after we are able to sort of establish ourselves, with this acceleration initiative. We'd be able to further this and maybe bring more value to the founders in the times to come.
Oh, great. Thank you, Vineet. Nice interacting with you.
Thank you.
I'm sure that Xtrawrkx would love to collaborate with SACC. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really a pleasure.